All right, so you got Q's and we have A's. Send me your questions. I get to say all week I get questions. I get questions through the different packs, I get questions through the different organizations. We get a bunch of questions, and I thought the best thing to do is to turn it into a segment where we answer your questions, where I answer your questions on various things. The first one is actually the only one this week is I got a lot of inquiries on the Senate pick.
Right.
And his name's John Thune. And he's no stranger to the Senate. He's been around for decades. And people wanted to know, because there were a couple of different folks. There was John Cornyn, and there were a couple of different folks that were up for a leadership role in the new Senate that's coming up, which of course is controlled by our supposed friends, the Republicans. And, John Cornyn was not a good pick. So I'm glad he did not get the nod. He did some things that did not help gun owners. And it just didn't help. And I know everybody, but he's from Texas. Okay, well, he did some things that hurt us. So Texas or not, I'm glad he didn't. So let's go through John's voting record, because that's really the most important thing. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what party you belong to. I don't care what you say in public or private. I care about, when it matters most, you got to vote. How do you vote? So, looking it up, this is from ontheissues.org, which is a fairly good website. There's a couple of different websites I look at to see where exactly people voted on different issues, but ontheissues.org is something I would definitely add to your bookmark. So, John Thune, he voted no on banning high-capacity magazines, which are normal capacity magazines, or any magazine that holds more than 10 bullets. He voted no to ban. That's a good vote. Voted yes on allowing firearms in checked luggage on Amtrak trains, which is awesome. Voted yes on prohibiting foreign and UN aid that restricts U.S. gun ownership. Again, awesome. Voted yes on prohibiting lawsuits against gun manufacturers. Again, fantastic vote. Voted no on decreasing gun waiting periods from 3 days to 1. Voted no on decreasing gun waiting periods from 3 days to 1 day. That's interesting. I would guess that would probably need some more context, because technically you'd want a shorter waiting period, and he voted against that. But my guess is there's some context there. If you're against waiting periods completely, then voting to shorten a waiting period is still voting for a waiting period. So let's just we'll call that a data point. He's rated A by NRA, indicating a pro-gun rights voting record. He sponsored a bill for national standard for national reciprocity, concealed carry reciprocity. He sponsored a bill, which we're going to talk about reciprocity here later on the show. But that's a good thing. Let's see. Allowed veterans to register unlicensed guns acquired abroad. Again, a good thing. Opposed the United Nations Army Trade Treaty. Again, good. Opposes restrictions on right to bear arms. Reciprocity across state lines. He supports reciprocity. Banned gun registration and trigger lock law in Washington, D.C. Good. Allow firearms in national parks. I don't know if you guys know this, but back in 2000, I think it started in 2009. I think we voted on it in 08, started in 2009. National parks have to mirror the concealed carry laws of the state host. So if you're in Utah and you have a Utah CCW or whatever, if you're in Zion, for example,
right,
and you're wondering, hey, can I carry, or what are the gun laws in Zion because it's a national park? They mirror the state's gun laws.
The host state.
The host state, yeah. So I think that's probably a good thing. Sponsor bill to apply concealed carry permit in all states. Again, that's reciprocity. Dangerousness, dangerousness, not mental incompetence, limits gun rights. Oh, this is 2009. So they were basically trying to take guns away from war vets, is really what it amounted to.
Right.
And he voted against that. So this guy has an impeccable voting record.
Yeah. Sounds like a win.
Sounds like a
All the
win.
way around, right?
I think that a lot of good things could happen underneath John Thune leading the U.S. Senate, which was, it's not always the case. You can't just put a Republican in charge and say, all right, here we go. You know, it really truly has to be somebody of substance, somebody that's really stood up for Second Amendment. So